Welcome in this session. In this session, we are going to practice some question on if and else statement. Okay. So the question which we are going to practice is even odd checker. Means a number is provided to you and you have to check that whether the number is even or odd. This type of program you have to make. So let's start. But before beginning, let's understand some concept. Okay. So move here. If you divide 2, if you divide 4 by 2, so it is going to give you the quotient as 2 and remainder as 0. Is it clear? Now see, in computer I will teach you in arithmetic operator session. If you write 4, okay, divided by 2, then its value is what? Quotient. It is going to return you the quotient. Okay, this sign is going to return you quotient, so the answer is 2. But if you are going to write like this, 4 modulo, okay, 2, then it is going to give you the answer as remainder. Okay, so the answer of this is 0. So this concept we use in our program. Okay, so let's move to the ID. Now see, I first I have to take a variable in which I store that number. So I take a integer type value, integer number is equals to, now I want that user provide us the number. Okay, so put a end of line. Now print, you have to told the user that kindly enter some number. Okay, so you write here enter number. Okay, and then end of line, sorry, outside it end of line. Again you have to scan the value of number, so scanf, and you have to use modulo d symbol in order to represent a integer value. Okay, now you want that this integer value is stored in the variable num, so you have to write here address symbol and then num. Okay, I hope you are clear till this, because it is discussed in the previous video and I am not going to discuss it here. Now see, now the user given you the value, now you have to apply the concept. Now here two path is there, whether the number is even or the number is odd. So you have to use the if and else statement. So I am using here if, then I have to specify the condition. So I am going to use number modulo 2 is equals to 0. Okay, the major fault done by the student, they place here single equal to sign. Okay, in computer science, single equal to sign means if you are placing this sign like this, okay, it means assignment, you are assigning the value. If you write here let us suppose L is equals to 2, means you are storing the value 2 in variable L. But if you say L is equal to 2, means you are comparing the value of 2, that whether the value of L is 2 or not. Okay, so remember the difference between these two, what is single equal to and double equal to mean. Now here I am applying the condition that if a number is even and it is divided by 2, then it is going to return you the remainder as 0. So I used the modulo symbol in order to trace the remainder. Okay, so I divided the num value by 2 and said that if the remainder is 0 or the answer is 0, then I have to specify the condition and then I have to write the instruction in the curly braces. Printf number is even, and again the end of line. Now it may be that the number is not even. Okay, so now if you not mention any other condition, then how the user is going to understand that whether the number is odd or not? Okay, so you have to write here else, and I told you previously that you have not mentioned condition with the else statement. Now you write here printf, and the number is odd, number is odd. Okay, and then the end of line. So your statement is completed. So let's check the program again. What happened actually? When the compiler enter here, he knows there is a num type variable which is having data type as integer. Now he asked the value from the user and said enter number. The value entered by the user is of integer type and it is stored in the number variable. Then if the condition is satisfied, then this is going to be run, else this statement is going to be implemented. What is the condition? Condition is that if this operator is used, then the answer is remainder, means num modulo 2, whatever be the remainder. If remainder is equal to 0, then this statement is going to be implemented. And remember to place here double equal to. Single equal to means assignment and double equal to means comparison. Now if we run this code, it is asking a value from you. So I entered 24, and you know that 24 is an even number. If you press enter, then it is going to show you the number is even. Okay, so you have entered 24 and the answer is number is even. Okay, so let's give some gap and again run the value and check for odd value. Okay, so I enter 91 here and you see number is odd. Why? This statement is ignored because if you divide 91 by 2, then remainder is not 0, the remainder is 1, and the condition is not true. Then the compiler is not going to read this instruction, it directly jump to the else statement and print this instruction. Now else if and else statement. Okay, so the question is you have to compare the marks of two students. Okay, now see, I already written 3 to 4 lines here. Actually I declared two variable m1 and m2 of integer data type and then said to the user that enter the marks. After that I scanned both the values and now our program get started. I have to mention if m1 is greater than m2, then in curly braces I have to printf m1, sorry, m1 is greater. Okay, and then end of line. Again I have to write else if. Okay, else if remember there is a gap in between else and if. Okay, now here I have to specify the second condition, that is m2 is greater than m1. After that again I have to put the curly braces and write here printf. Okay, m2 is greater. So now this is printed. After that end of line again. Now if is there, else if is there, now you have to specify the else statement. Else if both are equal, maybe the number are neither greater nor smaller, they are equal. So I have to again specify the condition else and write here printf equal. Okay, and then again the end of line. Now take a quick revision, quick view of whole code. Okay, now see here what I have did. I have taken two variables of integer data type, scanned their value, and now if m1 is greater than m2, then this piece of code is going to be run. If m2 is greater than m1, then this piece is going to be run, and if both are not there, then this code is going to be run. Okay, now if you are going to run this code, okay, if you are going to run this code, then you are going to get your desired output. So this is the output screen. I hope code is clear to you. Now run the code. So what is the problem here? Oh, sorry. Actually, we have changed the name of the variables, and it is from the previous program. So I have to change the value m1, and here also I have to change the value as m2. Now again, if you are going to run this code, so now there is no error. Okay, so it says you enter your marks. So I enter the marks 1 as 45 and marks 2 as 36. Now if you print enter, so marks 1 is greater than 36. When it started the compilation, so 45 is greater than 36, condition met, print the statement. Okay, and ignore these all. Okay, if in the similar way I write here, let us suppose run the again program and mention 36 as a first number and 45 as a second number, and press enter, you get m2 is greater. Now check this for this else statement. Okay, so run the program again and provide value 36 and 36 both, and press enter, you get equal. Okay, in the similar way, if you have any more condition, you have to specify, use another if else if statement. Okay, you can directly copy it. See here, if you want to specify any other condition, then simply in between this paste this. Okay, so you can use as much as you want to use the else if statement in your single program. Okay, so thank you. So hope that you have enjoyed this session. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Thank you.